On this week's episode of A Beer and a Bet, we talk all things Mitch Beer Racing. Of course, the famous staking plan is back. We cover off the trialers from Hawkesbury, the runners ahead to Nowra, and much, much more on this week's episode of A Beer and a Bet. Hello and welcome to another episode of A Beer and a Bet. G'day, Beery, down there at Kembla Grange this afternoon.
Mate, absolutely in the thick of things. Good people here at Kembla Grange Racecourse have lent me one of their offices. So sitting here thinking what I'd like to be have an office job. Bit of 9 to 5 beer. I don't know how I'd handle that.
I just dug 23 holes out the back for a deck for my parents, and I can tell you, get me back to a desk job as quickly as possible.
I tell you what, I actually wanted to run a market.
Burnt. Yeah.
I wanted to run a market on how quick you dropped that into the podcast this week. Because if you didn't say to me 4 times, it was 5 times. So, mate, might have to push the potty back a bit. I just got to dig some holes for my parents. Yeah, just working on the deck.
If I was you, I would have tweeted about it. But
That's so good. That's good gear. No, all right. I'll rate that. That's fine. If you're gonna give, you gotta take.
Correct. And well, we've got 2 runners down there at Kembla. Fumiko going around Cream Rises. Obviously, this will be out as they run, but in tradition, we have a quick chat about them because I think they're both good chances today.
Yeah, I think they're rippers. Cream Rise has been well supported in the market.
Smart.
Good run the other day, only beaten a length and a half. I mean, you look at he run 6, but he only got beat a length and a half, and he was a bit fresh and a bit well. So a bit of cover today. That's howling wind here, so a little bit of cover will help. The first 2 races they've really run on. So, Alicia Roma. Geez, I'm getting my mailbag horses confused. Fumiko, yeah, they'll go hard. She'll get in behind them and just go bang.
Love it. Love it. That's what we're all about. Now, we had a big day of trialers up there at Hawkesbury. Some really, really impressive performances up there. We saw, probably the most famous trial you've ever had in Alicia Roma because not due to her performance, but more so the Group 1 superstar 3-year-old in behind broadsiding. But how did Alicia Roma go?
No, too good for them, mate. They were heartbroken.
Absolutely.
Heartbroken. No offers there. I thought there'd be some, international offers for our benchmark 71 trial winner. But I tell you what, for 13 grand.
Oof. Great purchases. Hey,
I lost wind this podcast back.
Yeah.
We'll get him to snip it up when we spruiked her on this podcast and said could be. I think word for word was could be the best $13,000 we've ever spent.
Well, the month.
Are we allowed to talk about? Are we allowed to talk about the one we brought yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Alicia Roma.
I didn't know. Yeah, Alicia Roma.
Oof.
I reckon.
Yeah.
It could be rocks or diamonds, but I'm going to put it out there. I reckon she could be the best value tried horse that we've bought in a couple of years. There you go. Happy to be wrong. Yeah. And I'm sure if she's no good, this will get snipped up and it'll be the intro to every podcast that we do.
She's got no money back at the trials, but gee, she went good.
Yeah, if they paid trials, it might have been a different story, but she was very good. Los Padres was pretty good as well. With the former Godolphin trained galloper Mitch Beer, stable for a prep, picked up 1 win, or was it 2 wins with its first prep with us?
He won 1 last time, but he was bobbed, so we got a little juicy, and then he finished off the prep running 3rd in town. Bit of trainer error throughout the preparation. We had him pegged at getting to 1,400 and maybe in time, but he just didn't get it. He's a fast run 6 furlong horse, and geez, he smoked home his last 100 meters today. So at the trial, so yeah, very very pleased with him. But Miss Big Shot trialed really well. You're Not the Boss, even Open Sky. Brazil was. Yeah, Brazil tried. I got 4 just eye emojis texted to me by random people. One's tried all right. So a lot of those horses getting to the track soon, and we go again on Monday. I think we've got 6 trialing, 6 different horses that trialed last week. Next week at Monday. So now, we've got sort of solid 16, 18 horses ready to kick off in the next 2 weeks.
More Cash, Galimi, Me Immortal, Apollo Mission, Vassos, all heading to the trials potentially at Nowra.
What a mix. What a mixed
bunch there. Go to the races, of course. Well, we've been through the ones going today. Old Greg, Newcastle on Saturday, winnable race.
Yeah, it gets to 2,300. Really, really happy with how he's going. Yeah, gets to his right trip, small field. Our form and ratings guru told us that he loves slow run races in sort of small fields and getting back. So hopefully that bloke's right.
Yep, we'll be out of a job, but well, he's been on the money so far. So they say about a broken clock.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good,
right.
and then we might be hitting the road down to Melbourne.
How good? So what's the plan? You're going to pack the golf clubs, and just sort of sit on the border and pray for rain.
Yeah, I mean we've got to be really picky with Monmouth. I thought his work on Tuesday was good. Our man Spriggsy came in this morning, and I said just do a little bit of 3/4 on this old horse. He's feeling a bit well, and we've got a trip to Melbourne. He went out there and he come in huffing and puffing like he'd just ridden in the Grand Annual. And Spriggsy said, mate, if I'd have farted, this thing would have ran up in 11. He said, I haven't had one pull like that in a while. So that's what we like to see. He's steaming the old horse. I don't know a lot in life, but I do know that horse inside out, and I think he's going as good as ever. But no point running him if it's a firm deck. So we'll go to Albury tomorrow and pray for rain and wake up Saturday morning. And if we get it, then he goes down to Caulfield Saturday morning. And if he doesn't get it, then I'll be teeing off at the first at Thaguna and staying in Albury Saturday night and driving home. So it's really win-win, to be honest.
Hopefully playing off a reasonable handicap this time. For those that missed it, Mitch did come second. Mitch and Mossy came second in the golf day. And we'll just be making sure the handicappers do their job. They got beaten by 4 as well. So wonders will never cease. But good job. Well done. You played well, and it's good to see. It's good to see. How was the golf day? Did you enjoy it?
A royal commission into the 2 winners of the golf day. We had an absolute blast. Some people had a lot more fun than I did. I won't name names, but some people thought it would be a good idea to come and wake me up at 11:30 at night when they were just getting home from a couple of establishments, and thought it was hilarious.
Shout out to the Howling Wolf.
Come into my room and wake me up and have a laugh. But yeah, it was great. It was great. I fortunately pulled up a lot better than those people on Saturday, and then we came to the races Saturday, and you know what? We only won run. I shouldn't say only. We won a race. We didn't have a huge amount of runners, but geez, I'm up and about. I think our last 9 runners here at Kembla, only one of them's missed a place. And they're running well here, and even the ones that didn't win on Saturday, they weren't far off, and they're gonna win very, very quickly. I'm just pumped about from now to Christmas. I reckon we're steaming, Gano. Nothing too crazy, but just winners, winners, winners.
Nothing like an 11:30 wake up. That'll really dampen your stride if you get another one of those. But this is the moment. It was impressive. He was very good. Ran a career peak. Suspect was huge. He's back to near his best, what he showed earlier in his career. He'll be getting a win soon. An Artful Persuasion. Wow, we only needed an extra 100 meters and just a horse that just didn't get away from him being aftermatched to probably get the job done as well. So we nearly went 3 from 3 there. And then Clever Art was good. She was really impressive.
I was going to say, I reckon it left the biggest sneaky off. She was super. Yeah, She's gone straight down the beach.
Yep.
She's gone straight down the beach. She'll only improve. So
I've had a few spies ask me which beach you're going to as well. I don't know if they're trying to stalk you or if they're just interested in the beach you're going to. You want to give that up?
No, it's a secret.
Women's Weekly.
It's like that
Racing Daily.
It's like the James Bogad, that beach. They go in as 58 raters and they come out as benchmark 72 horses. You just dip them in and come back. It's a magical place.
You got to love that. Hey, of course, the Gong. The Gong Day, the big day, the tickets are going to be available very, very soon. Steph and I have been testing. And when I say Steph and I, Steph's been doing it all, and I've replied to an email 3 times.
That's systems, what I do.
Yeah.
I find that a great system.
Good work.
Yeah, I just have, in the automatic response text where it's like, I'm busy right now. Can I call you back? I've just got, please email steph@mitchbeerracing.com.au. That's just one of the autos.
Oh, I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just getting a text here saying there's a delay at Kembla Grange. Uh-oh.
I've got 5 Gano, I have had 5 messages saying it's very these called off, and I've tried to just put on my stage face and battle through this podcast, but I'm absolutely dying here because if these races are off, I tell you the only great thing is if these races are off, Fuma goes in tomorrow at Newcastle.
Still a chance, fighter's chance.
Anyway, let's just stay positive. Let's push through this podcast. But I'm half fritzing here.
We'll wrap it up pretty quick. You can get out there and tell them it's all good, and just maybe calm the winds down. Do a bit of a calming dance out there. Hey, it's your 40th birthday tomorrow as well. So happy birthday!
Mate, I'll tell you what. I can cop you coming into my room like a childish schoolboy at 11:30 at night just to wake me up with some other degenerates, right? Yeah, but if you say I'm 40 one more time tomorrow, we are done. We are done. And it's all over. I'm not 40. I am a long way off 40. I'm not. I feel 55, but I'm not. So there is not a significant milestone. I've had this discussion with you because for up until 3 months ago, I legitimately
how old you were.
No, I legitimately thought I was 34, and I was turning 35 this year. And it wasn't until I was talking to one of my family members.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Yeah, you're 30, you're nearly 40, closer to 40." I'm like, "No, I've still got 5 years to go." And they're like, 4? I'm like, "No." Oh. And then it hit me, and I lost a whole year of my life in like one moment.
Oh boy! Well,
might as well been in a coma for 12 months.
Well, it's been a good year anyway, so you haven't aged a bit. You're flying. Hey, I'm gonna give you $100. Wrap this up, and you can spend it however you like. You're gonna chase our man Kerry. He's got 2 nice runners up there, or are you going to stay home and back yourself in?
No, I feel terrible for Kerry. I don't want to stop any of his horses. He's going great. He doesn't need me swinging off him. I think old Greg can run really well. I'm going to have $25 each way on old Greg, and I'm going to have $25 each way on Menmouth for sure.
Yeah.
Because if it gets if he runs, he'll run enormous. And if it's a dry track, he just won't go around.
Beautiful. I'm going to have my 50 each way on Mishuela. The horse that should have won and didn't win was around $21 last start. I think paid like $6, ran third. She can win. She's $12. She can win. Race 3, Randwick. Race 3, number 10. Miss you, Ella.
I feel like after all these messages coming through this Kembla Grange meeting, I feel like I should be having 50 on Fumico at Newcastle tomorrow. But I don't want to curse us. I don't want to curse us.
Don't curse us. Hey, before we go, wrap it up. Nara, Shivago, River Frost. Shivago sort of carried on like a bit of a pork chop in the mounting yard last time. Turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, he was terrible. So he's just been down the beach, just trying to get his head in the right place. But he went terrible. Needs to pull his head in and improve. I haven't tipped her because I think she's our best for the next 3 weeks, but she's had no luck. She's a horse called Sunrise, and she's going really, really well. And if she starts on Monday, she'll be very hard to beat. But otherwise, she might wait for Kembla. I always know one has gone good when you send me the 2 eyes emoji and the email emoji, and then I go and check the reports, and they're good figures. Good. So she'll run really well. River Frost as well, due for a bit of luck, but Sunrise is steaming.
Absolutely steaming. And as we talk, I just sort of bring the horse up and see if it's going to win or not. And she looks pretty well placed down there. But let's see where she gets to. Mate, before we go, if you want to win 2 tickets to the Gong, it's as simple as commenting the Gong. Let us know why. We'll draw this in a couple of episodes' time. What's happening at the Gong Day? What are we doing?
Mate, it's going to be absolutely massive. Gong Day here. We've got 200 double story shipping container bar, own DJ, own private beer garden area, our own big screen, pizza trucks, just a copious amount of alcohol and gambling. Oh. So if that sparks your interest at all, we'll run 5th in the midway, and then we'll just get on the cans. That's pretty much what's going to happen.
One
now.
Runner. Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you're going to have heaps of runners Gong Day." I'm like, well, unless I put on a few 64s and class 2s, probably not. But we're going to have one hell of a day. The package goes for a bit after the last, and then as you've seen, the Gong does have a bit to offer when it gets dark.
Yep. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. We'll have a link out for that, so you'll be able to register your interest, and away you go. It's a pretty easy, straightforward process. I did it myself. If I can do it, you can do it. That's been a beer and a bet. We'll be back next week. Until then, bye for now.